For a lot of families, the return to school after the summer holidays can cause a mix of excitement and fear for both the adults and the kids. And the start of a new term can be physically and emotionally draining. But never fear, I've got 3 steps that could help to make the transition back to school a little easier for everyone involved. As always, if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really does help us to engage with more people. And if you hit the bell, you'll be notified when we release more. So the first step is to set routines. Now, if we're honest, over the summer, a lot of us might have slept in a bit later than usual, stayed up a bit longer, and routines have gone a bit out the window. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but no matter what your age, routines are good for you. If you set your routine as a family and get the kids to help set the times and expectations, they're far more likely to stick to them. And try to start the school routine about a week before the new term starts to give everybody a chance to get used to it. Work out what time everyone needs to go to bed and what time everyone needs to wake up so you can all get ample sleep. Set expectations for bedtime and morning routines. You could prepare a checklist for each family member based on your expectations and their abilities. So for instance, a bedtime routine may include changing into PJs, brushing their own teeth, preparing their clothes for tomorrow, making sure that their bag is packed and ready. A morning routine might include getting dressed, feeding pets, brushing their hair or teeth. I would recommend to set everybody's alarm 10 to 15 minutes earlier than is needed. That way, if your morning routine goes to plan, it gives you 10 to 15 minutes to talk together, read together, or do some other activity. If things don't go to plan, you've got an extra 10 to 15 minutes to catch up. Also, don't get too upset or wound up if the morning and bedtime routines don't quite go to plan. Learning about the repercussions of our actions is a good thing. And if homework's occasionally forgotten or breakfast has to be skipped once in a while, it isn't the worst thing. The second step is to plan all of the meals in advance. Again, do this as a family to meet with less resistance. For a lot of families, food and meal times can be a real area of tension, and agreeing what you're all going to eat and when you're all going to eat it can ease some of this tension. Also, it makes doing the food shopping easier and potentially a little cheaper, as you'll know in advance exactly what you need to buy. School-age kids should be eating 3 meals each day and 2 to 3 snacks, depending on their activity levels. A good rule of thumb is to aim to eat every 3 to 4 hours. A snack should ideally contain fibre and protein to help fill them up and to provide energy. So for instance, nuts with fruit, or cheese chunks with apple slices, or peanut butter with celery sticks. These make great snacks. If you prepare a packed lunch, it can be hard to be sure that you're providing enough of the right nutrients. So this template can help to make sure you're hitting all of those nutrient bases. So try to include one starchy base, such as wholemeal rice or pasta, or a wholemeal bap, bagel or wrap. This will provide slow release energy and fibre. Include one source of protein, such as tuna, chicken, beans, or an egg. Protein's vital for growth and development, as well as being a useful source of energy. Include one source of dairy or fortified dairy alternative, such as yogurt, a carton of milk, or a nubbin of cheese. Dairy and fortified dairy alternatives provide minerals such as calcium and iron. And include one portion of veg and one portion of fruit. So the veg might be salad within a sandwich, or cucumber sticks or carrot sticks on the side. The fruit might be a small bunch of grapes or a small tub of tinned fruit. The fruit and veg provide fibre, but also vitamins and minerals. Using this template, you can provide a huge amount of variety, yet be sure you're hitting primary nutrient goals. If your kids are fuss eaters, then get them involved in the buying and preparing of lunch. You could pack the components in sort of a DIY style so they can build their own sandwich at school. And for the fussiest of kids, a multivitamin might be worth considering. I will put a link to our range of healthy rascal supplements for kids in the description under this video. And the third step is to minimise fear by building excitement. So going back to school after the fun and liberty of the school holidays can indeed cause fear or anxiety for kids and adults too. If you try to minimise that fear by building excitement, this can help. So if you think the physiological response to fear is very similar to the physiological response to excitement, increased heart rate, sweating, nervous tension. If you try and fake being calm when you're afraid, your body gives you away. But by turning that fear into excitement, it's a much easier con to pull off. So for instance, you could plan something fun to do at the weekend so they've got something to look forward to. Get excited about their new stationery, backpacks, or whatever else it is you've got new for the term. Or get excited about classes, the teachers, the new friends, all the exciting experiences that wait for them in the new term. It can also be really useful to talk about fear, as fear can be quite isolating. But let them know that fear is okay. It's a totally natural response. It could be useful to tell them about times when you've been afraid and how you overcame it. Remind them that they are not alone. In previous videos, I've discussed mindfulness, and this could be a valuable tool for helping to manage anxiety or nervousness for both adults and children. Check out the video on our channel, What is Mindfulness, to find out more about this. But if anxiety is starting to affect daily activities, it's wise to seek professional advice. So don't hesitate to reach out to your healthcare professional if needed. But by following these 3 steps, setting routines, implementing meal plans, and building excitement, this could help to start the new term on the right foot for everybody. For more information, don't forget to check out the links in the description under this video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell to be notified when we release more.